What's up everybody, Gamerboy for Life here, and today I'm going to be recording a new video on my Hack Client series. In today's video we are finally going to be making Scaffold Walk. I have been getting so many comments about doing scaffolding, and quite frankly I just haven't had the time. New Year's was garbage, and I'm not gonna sit here and bore you guys with that. Let's just jump straight into it. Before we can actually start making the scaffold class, we gotta make a couple methods inside of other classes to get this to work. So first off, let's open up our module class and scroll to the very bottom. I already made these, so I'm not gonna sit here and bore you guys with it. I would recommend pausing the video right now and adding these 4 methods to the bottom of your module class. I'll stay on the screen for 5 seconds. Alrighty, now this is already here because I made the class before to make sure it actually works with the way we have this client set up, and it does work. So now that we have this, we can just change one more thing. We can open up world.java. We're gonna press Control F to find it. We're gonna look for this will be easier if we just scroll down till about line 250. You need to add this method into here. This is so we can get the block position. Again, I will stay on the screen for 5 seconds. Alrighty, so yeah, make sure you get this copy down. Once it's down, we can start getting work on our, well, scaffolding class. So I'm gonna make a new class inside of movement and name it scaffold. Scaffold. We'll extend it from our module class. We'll add the constructor like so. Oh, my delete key is a little sticky, so if you see me randomly deleting stuff, you know why. I'm not gonna set a keybind, and we're gonna put this in the dot movement. Alright, we're gonna add override public void on update. Yep, on update. Oh my god, I cannot type today. It's been so long since I've done this. Alright, now that we did that, we're going to do if this is toggled. So if this class is toggled, we're going to do entity P, and we're going to set this to player. I don't actually know if I showed you guys. Yeah, the player, that's what it was. So instead of our module class, the new methods we made, one of them was to call a player method. It just makes it easier when we actually code. So entity, we're going to import the Minecraft entity. We're going to do block position as PB or BP, and that will equal a new block position. We're going to do P dot position X. We're going to do P dot get entity bounding box dot minimum of Y. And then we're going to do P dot position Z. That's it for that line. Now we have to import the block position class. So this is going to be a very long video. Most likely this class takes up a lot of freaking programming. So let's just do it. So let's just get started. If valid, we're going to do BP dot add 0 -2 0, and then place BP dot add 0 -1 0, and we're gonna do enum basing dot up -1 dot up. I obviously didn't do this right. What am I missing? There we go. Now, as for programming, we're going to keep getting the error for valid in place. It's because we need to create those methods. We'll create those in a minute. Let's just continue on for now. Now we need to do else if valid BP dot add. For this one, we're going to do -1 -1 0. We're basically just telling scaffold like the different directions and like where we're facing, where to place the block and stuff. It can be kind of complicated, so just bear with me here. And actually, I lied. This number needs to be 0. I can't wait to like, well, else if we're gonna do place bp dot add, we're gonna do 0, -1, 0. And I'm just gonna double check my other client. As you can see, I do. Oh, that's not the right. That just showed my browser history. We don't want that. I need to do. Here we go. I have it open on my other client. It's a lot of programming. So the first set 0, yep. -1, -1. Yep. All right. We're actually gonna come here and do enum facing dot east. And now I'm gonna copy this whole. Oops. I'm gonna copy this whole line down 1. We'll change this one to be west. And the numbers for west are going to be +1, -1, 0. And then for this, it's going to remain the same. Right? Yep. No. I lied. Hold on. I'm sorry. This is just confusing trying to copy code over. Yep, this one needs to be -1 as well. There we go. Yeah, I'm just making sure I got these numbers correct. Bear with me. Alright, yep. Now we're gonna add another section. This one's gonna be south. And for south, it's gonna be 0. Or the one above south, it's gonna be 0, -1, -1. And then for this part, it's going to be 0, -1, 0. Alright. So now underneath south, we're going to do north. And for this, we're going to have to change a couple of the settings, of course. For example, this is going to be 0, -1. And this one will be 1. For the actual north, it's going to be 0, -1, 0. So now under here, we're going to do else if valid. We're going to do bp.add 1, -1, 1. And open a bracket. And instead of here, we're going to do if valid bp.add 0, -1, 1. We're going to go down one more time from here and do place bp dot add 0, -1, 1. And we're going to set the enum for this. So enum facing, and this one's going to be north as well. Alright, that probably was a whole cluster. Don't worry, this is only half of what we have to do. And actually, what I'm going to do, just to make this easier for you guys to read, I'm going to separate these all with space. It's going to make this class like a really long class, but I feel like it would be easier to read it. Alright, so after we got a lot more to do here, I'm actually going to separate this on my other client so it's easier for me to read. Stuff gets hard to read, man. Alright, so we're out below enum facing dot north. We're gonna do yeah, we're gonna do place bp dot add 1, -1, 1. This is gonna be enum facing dot east. Now, okay. Now we have to go on this squiggly bracket. And we're not going to do that. We're going to do else if valid bp dot else if valid bp dot add. Yeah, so wait. Yeah, add. It's been a while since I've recorded a video, so don't mind me stuttering and trying to catch up. 1. Instead of this one, we're going to do if valid bp dot add -1, -1, 0. Then we're gonna place pb dot, so if valid place pb dot add, whenever I type 0, I accidentally always do that. So pb dot add, it's not gonna let, oh my god, my delete button. This is, sorry, I'm sorry, this is actually just starting to annoy me because my button's broken. Where am I at? Okay, so wait, up, east, north, north, east, so -1, 0. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go down from here, do if valid, oh wait, we aren't gonna do that. What? Place pb, it's not letting me add for some reason. Here, bear with me. Alright, yeah. For some reason it's not letting me add on from here, so just give me a second. bp.add place bp dot, I was probably typing pb, of course I was. We're gonna do 0, -1, 1. We're gonna set this enum facing dot west. Alright. So now that's 4 directions. We have 1 more direction for this, but then there's like 3 more things we have to do. So for south, we're gonna do place bp.add -1, -1, 1. And we're gonna set the enum to facing south. And then under this, yep, alright, we're all caught up. Sorry, this video is just gonna be a lot of confusion. We're gonna do else if valid bp.add -1, -1, -1. Alright. And instead of here, we're gonna do if valid bp.add 0, -1, -1. And then place the block at bp.add 0, -1, 1, and this will be enum facing dot south. Yep, that's right. Dot south. Alright. We're almost done with this method, I promise. It's just a lot of freaking numbers and enums facing different directions. We're gonna do place bp.add. We're gonna do -1, -1, 1, and we're gonna do the enum facing west. So for this one, we're gonna have to go on the squiggly bracket and do else if valid bp.add 1, -1, -1. And instead of here, we're gonna have it if valid bp.add 1, -1, 0. And if it's valid, I need to set, there we go. I'll set another one here and go down. Oh, alright, we're gonna do place bp.add 1, -1, 0, and this will be enum facing east. Apparently I can't type, these are supposed to be zeros. 0, 0. Alright, so now we're gonna place the block after. So I keep typing PB because that's what I did in my other client, but PB doesn't make sense. It's BP, block position. And the numbers for this is 1, -1, and -1, and this will be enum facing dot north. There we go. Alright, so now we're gonna have tons of errors come up for place invalid, like I was saying, so what we're gonna do is actually fix that real quick. We gotta create these two methods. This class is far from being over, we still got quite a bit to do. Down here, we're gonna do a void, and we're gonna name it place. We're gonna initiate block position as P, and we're gonna initiate enum facing, and we're gonna say it's F. Alright, so I should have block position already. Yep. We're gonna do if, or sorry, for block position, we're gonna set this to underscore P, not just P. So in here, we're gonna do if underscore P dot get held. What? Programming. Yeah, okay. I'm reading the wrong lines from my other client. It just shows program's confusing. We're gonna do if f equals enum facing dot up. Then we're gonna do p equals p dot add equals p. What? Why? Okay, no. This is just gonna be p. I can't make my mind up today. 0, -1, 0. And that's it for that method. Or that's it for enum up. Now we gotta do enum for north, east, south, and west. So it's basically just this, but 4 more times. We're gonna go down and do else if f equals the enum facing dot north. So if it's facing north, we're gonna do p equals p dot add 0, 0, 1, and bam. Now we're gonna copy this down 1. So after north, we'll do east. Numbers for east is gonna be -1, 0, 0, 0. Now after, I think we'll do south. Numbers for south, we're just going to change this to be a -1. And then for west, they're going to be, these are about to be backwards, so 1, 0, 0. Alright, so now we're going to come down from here, we're going to do entity player SP, and this is what we're setting to underscore P, and that will equal the player method we made earlier. So I need to change this to be a underscore. We're gonna import entity player SP. Alright. We're almost done with the place method. Well, we're about halfway through, but still. So we're gonna do if underscore P dot get held item does not equal null. So we're basically saying our current equipped item, if it's, well, not nothing, so we have to be holding something, and if the player dot get held item dot get item, so the item that if we are holding something, and if that something is an instance of a item block, then it will run this code. If it's not an item block, it just won't work. So that means like any type of blocks we should be able to do. And we'll do underscore p dot swing the item. Alright. Now down here, we're gonna do player controller dot on player right click. We're gonna set the player to underscore p. World is gonna be just be the world. Held stack is gonna be underscore p dot get held item. Hit position will be p. Side will be f. Hit vector will be a new vec3. It'll be a new vec3. X will be 0.5, Y will be 0.5, and Z will be 0.5. Alright. So the player controller method is basically, it's going to take control of our player to do it for us, so we don't have to. We're going to do double X equals P dot get X plus 0.25 minus underscore p dot position get position x. Nope, it's gonna be dot pos x. Yep, that's right. We're gonna paste this down 2 more times. So 1, 2. This second one is gonna be for z. So position z dot get z double z, and the last one, if you can guess, will be y. Alright. I keep trying to say we're almost done. We're not. I warned you guys that this was gonna be a long class though. We're gonna do double the distance equals math helper dot sqrt. The dot sqrt, there will be multiple options for you guys to do. Like you won't get all these options. I manually created these two, but if you use the double, it should work. So I'm gonna try double. If double doesn't work, we'll do float, but double should work. We're gonna multiply x by x, and we're gonna add that to z times z. So when we start up, if this still isn't working, we need to use the other method instead of this one. Why isn't z getting... Oh, probably because I capitalized that. These need to be lowercase. There we go. Alright, now we're going to specify the y'all. So float y'all, this will equal float times math dot atten2. This will be z, x. We're going to multiply this by 180, and we're going to divide it by pi. So math dot pi, and then that end result, we're going to minus 90. I'm not going to go in depth on what each one does. It's just tons of math calculations, and it works. Alright. Now we're going to float pitch. This will equal float. This time we're going to subtract math dot atten2. We're going to do, y'all's going to be y, x will be distance. And this whole thing is going to be multiplied by 180 divided by math dot pi. Alright. Last method for, or last line of code for the place method, we're going to do send packet new C03 packet player dot C0, what? Oh, yeah, get rid of those. So player dot C06. Oh, okay, so player X will be underscore P dot position X. This will be dot or underscore P dot position. I cannot type today. Position Y. Z, as you can guess, underscore P dot position Z. Player y'all will be set to y'all. Pitch will be pitch, because we already defined all these methods. And player on ground will do underscore P dot is or dot on ground. Alright, that's it for the place method. As you can see, all the places where it says place, they're now, well, not underlined. Last one we have to do is the valid, to make sure like the placement's valid. Don't worry, this is a new method, but there will only be a couple lines of code in it, not nearly as much as this one. We are almost done. This is the last like coding we have to do. We'll do boolean valid. So we're gonna make a boolean, name it valid. We're gonna initiate block position as P. We're gonna do block B equals world dot get block B. And we have to import the block class. So Minecraft.block. And now we'll return if B is not a instance of a block liquid. So if it's not a liquid block, and if B.get material is not equal to material dot air. So it will place the block if it's not a liquid or if it's not air, of course. Alright, so block position. And of course it's giving me more errors. Gotta love it. Oh, right here. P. That fixes that one. Alright, so why is this giving me an error? Boolean valid block position P. Block B. P. I am just gonna copy this over. Well, that fixed it. I don't think it changed anything, but it looks like it fixed it. So we're done. Last thing, we just gotta add it into our module manager. So new mod, new scaffold, and bam, scaffold's in the game. Let's launch it and get this stuff. Alright, now that Minecraft is loaded, we'll load single player. Alright, so let's just set ourselves into game mode 1. Let's give ourselves a couple stacks of any block. I'll turn on scaffold and I'll set myself back into game mode survival. And now if we just walk off the edge, it will place on, no matter how fast we're running. I guess it does matter on how fast you're running. As long as you're not being stupid with your movement, it works. And you see, like, if we switch off to something, we can't just keep endlessly placing ladders. But yeah, it's working. Okay, it's a little wonky. Hold on. It works though. I guess if you just, yeah, if you go off a corner, the scaffold doesn't really work. But if you're just running like in a straight line, like if you run straight off a block, it works. It's just when you start doing corner turns, it really doesn't like to work. That's probably just an issue with one of the numbers I placed, but still, it's working. If I figure out like why it's doing that, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, that's scaffolding. Like, it works. I'm not lying. As you can see, like, I'm running and it's just, oh, I died. Okay. Well, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. I am trying to hit 1,000 subscribers still, even though I didn't hit 1,000 by the end of last year. I will still release my Discord server when I hit 1,000 subs, and I'm almost there. By the time of recording this, I think I'm at like 100, and I need 130 more subs. Let's see if we can do it. I think that would be pretty interesting. Well, yeah, last year was a giant year for my channel, and I just want to thank you all for the support. I gained over 300 subscribers during that year. It's the fastest my channel has ever grown, and I just really appreciate all of you guys. So be safe out there, wear your mask, and I'll see you guys all next time.